No, I can't do that. Okay, so let's get going with this Fun with Pins episode. I just need to add it to the Instagram feed, which for some other reason needs to go live after you've gone live. There we go. Alright, so Fun with Pins. So we got two things we're going to do in this episode. The first one is we're going to look at some pins which we've got and we don't know whether or not they're real. And we're going to do some analysis on those. So the first one which we've got here is which character?
Marie.
From? Aristocrats.
Aristocrats.
So I can't really let this zoom in, but it's I think there's too much light on there, unfortunately. I'm going to have to move this up a little bit. So there's the first pin. Hopefully we get it in a little bit more, but we can see it under here anyway. So this is the first pin we're going to look at. And so what we typically do in these sessions is the first thing we do is, well, first thing I'm going to do is take this giant phone away from the live stream view because that's a little bit too much. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the weight of these things. So we put it on there. It weighs 27 grams. So is it real? What do we think?
Well, let me have a look. I need the light now. You need to turn that round. So I can't wait till we go. No, I don't need that anymore. I'm actually probably due. It's Florida because I want to go to Pin HQ in I think it's on International Drive. No, it's not. But I've got the address. Who do the PinFolios? Because I need somewhere to put my pins for when I'm pin trading. And in the UK, it's really hard to find. So if anyone can suggest where you buy PinFolios from in the UK, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll just have to wait till April. But anyway, they were saying it's about the border. And see, I think that's fake. Because when you rub your finger over it, you can feel all the ridges. Whereas a real one, so we know here we go. We know he's real. We bought it. Well, I bought him in Disneyland Paris. You feel how smooth that is compared to Marie.
Well, it's not that smooth, in all fairness.
Compared to Marie.
Yeah, we feel that one. That's
smooth. Now these are quite old because oh my god, my eyesight's horrendous. So this is a Disney Cruise Line pin.
Okay.
This one. So they must have done a whole surfboard, which we need to start.
So this is the Groot one, which is an orange from Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, just take just take the marble one off because he's only got a one pin. You have got a real hatred of double pinners, haven't you?
I can't put a double pin. It's too much hard work to take them off.
But if we look at this, so this is a real one again.
Well, there's two things. So
just do that. No, show the back. So can you see how it goes right up to the edge? Now I believe some do have a border, or the edges aren't great. So yeah, this Marie one, the edges are not great at all. Whereas on there, they're beautiful. So I think this is a real way. See that? Judging just purely on the background, Hades there, I'd say is real.
Yeah, that does look real.
On what assessment? Just the back?
On the back, yeah. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
But the front, it does feel that texture as well. So,
yeah. I think this Tiana shoe collection is fake because again, the back.
Shall I go on the camera there?
That one, it's not really zooming in that one. The back is awful, and you can feel every single ridge on it. That's what I'm thinking is the way forward, is the ridges. The enamel on the fake ones, I mean this one does have ridges, Captain America, because he's meant to, but they're beautifully done.
Okay, so we think the shoe's fake and it weighs 22 grams. I think the lower they weigh as well, I think does make a massive difference.
No, because that can depend on the pin size.
Well, yeah, I know, but for a relatively standard space. So I think we've got one which is legitimate, right? Which is Hades, and
I think he's legit.
This one, the shoe is definitely not legitimate. So we're going to move that one across there. We're saying Marie's actually not legitimate as well. I don't know if she, from the back, right? And I'm going to move your hat. Sorry, I have to get rid of your thing. Is you can see the Disneyland thing there, and it's kind of, for those people who are watching, you can kind of see that I don't know. I think I'm on the fence with Marie. Right. So the other ones that we thought were interesting, and I'm not sure if this one's legitimate or not, which is the Disneyland flag.
They are. So, because I'm really getting into pins now, they released them, I believe, in 2012. I might have remembered that incorrectly. So there was about 8 different coloured flags.
Walt Disney World, and it's got the hidden Mickey as well, which is in the corner.
So they were an actual one that was released.
I think
I'm just looking at this question. One. Oh, what's the question?
That's all right. It's gone now.
But this one. So these are the Skittles, and this is Hades. I can't get the zoom. Which camera am I actually pointing at?
So if you point at the zoom, the problem is you've got to it faces tracks, so you've got to hide behind the thing. But yeah.
So if you look at him. Now, he doesn't have the embossed Mickeys on the back. The reason being is they didn't come in when pin trading first started. As we know now, we've learned it's 25 years of it, so it came out in 2000. That's a 2008 pin.
Yeah, well, this feels real again.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I think it is, but the backing, you can't judge it on the embossing because it didn't exist.
Well, I think the interesting thing is, I know you've taken the Captain America one out, but obviously if we look at more of the I say expensive ones, right? So here's the hotel one, which is, I say it's limited edition to the hotel, which I think it is. I don't think you get it in the park as such. And so this is the Marvel Hotel in
Disneyland Paris.
In Disneyland Paris, right? Which which is a nice looking pin. It's also a lot of weight, right? So it kind of feels like if I was swapping this for that, I'd feel slightly underwhelmed, right? And I'd also.
But you're not going to, are you?
I know, but the whole thing is someone may get this, and who's paid what was it like €11 for this pin, right? And it's I don't I think that's worth €11, right? But I definitely wouldn't trade it. This Marvel one for another pin. So I think,
No, but you might, if somebody else had this one.
Yeah, with Groot.
And you were like, oh, actually, you would trade.
Yeah, I think, but this is what I mean, is like the ones that are today, which are the new ones that have been released, are considerably bigger than what was released previously in previous years. Because obviously I think they've gone bigger because, I
think they've done more individual pins, whereas all of these will have been mystery pin packs and pin sets.
So the other ones that I know we showed on the ones before, but obviously I'm a big fan of Starbucks. It's my favourite Disney ride. But also you can see...
The only thing you'll queue for.
Well,
it's stupid. Connections Cafe in Epcot, you queued for about 45 minutes for a coffee.
I know.
Which I actually think Joffrey's tastes better.
No.
Just saying.
So, that is really nice. And also, if you look at the actual colouring on it, that is, it's really sparkly and really nice. I think for obviously this is $15. So that's not actually too bad if you put the equivalent for the US pricing, right? $14.99 is probably about the same as that. £11.
Was that 23 or 24?
No, this was 23, I think. 23? So 23. So these are relatively
Marvel Hotel was just December 24.
Yeah, 24, and then this one. So I think I like the Starbucks ones. Obviously, they're limited to the Starbucks thing, but then there is limited edition ones. So we've got obviously in here we've got the one that we didn't show previously, which is a bit of a shame because this was limited to the actual Hocus Pocus.
Oh, is this Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween
Party? For 2024. So this was, you could only get it if you went into the parks, but then you'd only be able to get it if you had the ticket. So $17.99, a little bit more expensive. This is limited release, limited edition. I think this is a collector's version, whereas I think you know, the rest of them are just mainstream, right? I think that's the real difference. I do like the Captain America one. I think, you know, there's certain ones that we showed last time, which is in the box. If you got the big Marvel ones out, which are gigantic.
That's huge. Yeah.
You know, I think.
I like this one. I know it's not Marvel, it's Star Wars, but I still like that one.
Yeah, that's good, and we should really get that one out. Actually, we'll unbox that because that's worth unboxing. We didn't unbox it last time. So this one, obviously, you can see by the price, $12.99, reduced in. This is the Disney in London, right? And it's supposed to light up. So we'll see. Always bad idea because you should really cut these before.
Oh.
We need to buy a standing knife, I think.
We have them.
Do we?
No.
Well, actually, I can use the back of a pin. This might be a multifunction idea.
While he's opening that bit, my next task is, of all these pins, we're going to have a trading bag and a non-trading bag. So I would like... So I have never, in all the numerous times I've been to Disney, never, ever, ever eaten the apples, ever. So I'm actually going to buy one next time, and I'm going to try an apple. So we've got this... This is the Cheshire Cat one. I'm going to try and collect those. Mm. I'm also going to try... Oh, sorry.
Right here. No, it's not. It's not. I think it's virtually impossible because the pin's on the back. Oh, okay, here we go. Slide it out of here. Right. And so it is a...
How many pinner?
Two. It's only two pinner. You say that group was two pinner and it's like half the size. You know, it's quite interesting. So... This one's actually got a button. Never been pressed before. We all ready for this? Ooh, this is quite exciting. Let's get the...
turn all your lights out.
No, I think so. That is... This is when you realise it doesn't actually work.
It probably does. It should put it under the table and see. Is there a thing to pull out?
Well, I don't know if this is... It's not...
Let me have a look.
Oh, yeah, there is a thing to pull out.
There usually a tab.
Right, here we go. Ready? Let's try it again. No, it's fine. It's right. It's okay. Get the thing, Anna. Right, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. That's actually really cool. Yeah, it's better with that light covered up. There you go. Let me cover that up. That is really funky, actually. Oh, we'll have to take that, and you're going to have to wear that.
Wear that in
Hollywood Studios.
But that is quite a cool pin for. Well, for a two-pinner, actually, I could probably get away with wearing that. You know, I do think it is quite heavy. For those people who really care about how heavy it is, that is 324 grams. So you could probably have like 9 or 10 pins for this one pin. But I'm guessing the battery is probably taking a lot of that with the additional piece of metal on the back because it is quite a chunky pin. So just holding it up there, but you can see it's like it's pretty serious.
Yeah, let's move on now because you're waffling on. Boring.
Okay.
So I want to collect whoopie pie ones as well. So I'm actually going to do these on my the right way to Disney, which is not it's more fun. So
not with fun with pins.
Not with fun with pins. This one. So I'm going to try and get the whoopie pies. So I'm starting with nothing, which is what happened when we went in last year to Disneyland. The Winnie the Pooh silhouette collection. So there's 7 of those. We didn't have them. We didn't know they existed, and managed to collect all 7 just by seeing them on the pin boards. So I think this is quite a good aim. So my other one is the shoe one.
Yeah, so the interesting thing, you can see these are both shoe ones. We said this is definitely fake, right? So this is fake, and it's fake because we kind of look...
you can find a real Tiana one and really then do a comparison.
Yeah, but this one is a different colour, right? It's a different colour completely. It's silver. And as you said, if you run your finger across the top of it, it feels completely different.
I'm teaching you something, isn't it?
Right, let's look at the weight, because I think that's the important bit. It's 23.4,
yeah,
so you would expect the other one to be 23.4, and it's 22.
Well, that's pretty similar.
There's a gram in it, but that makes a big difference sometimes.
Yeah, so other things, but yeah, I'm going to quite enjoy the challenges of finding... Oh yeah, we've got another Cheshire Cat up. Oh, that's in. Have a look at both of those. See if they actually match.
Well, you want to do yours, and I'll
done mine.
All right. So what's the? Mine feels right. What does yours feel like?
I think it feels.
Swap them over, and then we'll. No, yours doesn't feel right. Yours feels fake.
think they feel different?
Yeah, of course they do. Feel both. So,
You see, I would say yours one's fake, mainly because which is the camera. Well, for a start off, the colours.
well, put them in front of the camera.
The colours are slightly different. And yours has got dents in it. Now, you push, I can't reach over there.
So which
What
one
are the
is
pins at the
fake,
back?
right?
I think they're
That's the
both-
question. Is they don't both look.
You hold the pins at the back, not with your big fingers all over them.
I've got beautiful fingers.
I know, but if you hold the pin on both of them,
No, because I pricked myself.
there you go. That's what you're scared of, isn't it? Pin injury. See, one has got a dent in it, which I suppose if you push them hard enough, they're going to, aren't they?
Well, they're completely different on the back. Well, no, actually,
I
they're
don't think
quite
they are.
similar. They feel different. What's the weight? 14.9 and 14.9. Maybe these are just identical and they're both real, right? Is what we're saying, which is not bad.
So also what we need to do is, again, we need a PinFolio. So here, you'll see, I can't see, I forgot there's this one here, sorry peoples. So these are, I need to research what these are called, but these are like snowflakes with all the characters on. So we've got Donald, Snow White and Tinkerbell. So I'm assuming there's going to be a whole range of those as well that we could collect. If we get them all on our pin one, have you shown this before?
Yeah, so,
Look.
well, partially, I think it's so obviously this is the legitimate
Only
pin
one for
trading.
Disneyland.
Well, for Disneyland Paris,
Yeah.
right? So Disneyland Paris recommended retail price was only something like $30, right? So it's really quite
Euros.
cheap. Euros, $30, euros, they're the same thing.
Not.
And part of it is, I think you've got to look at these as if you're going to display them or not, right? I don't think you can take these to the parks. I think as much as
You can, people do.
I know they do, but I think it's
That's
a lot.
why I like the ones that are
So this is our first page,
the
right?
pin boards that you can actually pull out. I want a little square one like that.
So
I
the
like to find
first
them.
first page is Mickey Mouse, right? And I think out of all of the ones on the Mickey Mouse page, the bottom one is my favourite. You can tell a lot of these are real, right?
Did we trade that one at the bottom in the middle?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
a good
Disneyland
trade.
Paris are really, really. They will not let you.
These
trade
ones are,
scrapper
you can
pins.
tell these are not scrapper pins, these are the bundle ones, but the value of the bundle ones are low unless you're in a different thing. So these are my favourite ones, which are obviously, we've got a combination of Star Wars, R2-D2, and then we got a Thor one there. We got the Marvels one. That one was a good trade, I think.
Oh, I forgot. I want to see if I can find the Fast Pass ones.
And we've also got, you can see Rey, she was a pin trade. And then, I've got R2-D2, which I've got another R2-D2 I just need to put into that. And then we've got, hopefully,
I think isn't that a flower figure?
I don't know if
We
we've
need
got,
to sort all our other pins out, so that's what we need to do.
yeah.
Put some time in, sort them all out, put them all in there, work out what we're doing with them, because we can still take that with us.
Yeah, I might do for the odd pin trading official
No,
days.
I don't mean to
I like
worry
the I like naps thing. That's going to be my final one, I think, for today.
Is that because you're going to go for your nap?
I like naps. It's the finishing one. Okay, well, I think we covered quite a lot of pins, and we also covered off a few unboxing and a few. Is it fake? I think is the question. And so
Still, some are very, very good.
they are. Yeah. All right. So we'll